Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be a quick one. It's basically a continuation of the last video I did. So if you haven't seen that one, you can check that out, thumbnail or whatever up here. This is basically going to be the new pad combo, but we're going to use it with GameCube games. I'll let you know right up front, it works just as good as it works on regular discs. So spoiler. But if you want to stick around while we actually do them, then you're welcome to. But I'll just save you some time if you're wondering. They do work well. This one is the one I actually use for the GameCube games. You can see it has a smaller disc plate on it. This is the one JFJ recommends you use if you're going to do the GameCube games. If you're wondering, it's the same blue coarse pad in there. And then we'll just have to swap over the microfiber polishing pad over here so I can get this out. So I'll just have to move this over to do the polishing part. So that is a little bit of a more work to it just because I don't have two machines that have the GameCube adapter like I do for the regular ones. But all that out the way, let's get into it. So first up, we'll this one's actually worse, so we'll save this for a second, I guess. But first up is Disney's Party. Never played this game. I don't even, looks almost like, I guess, Mario Party, but with Disney characters. But yeah, so so that game's about. So you can see there's a game, and we'll see if we can get it to focus. So there it is. You can see, got some scratches. Got a lot of hazy stuff on it too, but definitely some scratches. So let's go ahead and get this one going. Stick that up there. Where's the little piece? We'll do this. Everything's the exact same as what we were doing on the other discs. Still have our 3D AAT 501 cutting compound. We'll put like a little down to a nickel size amount at 3 o'clock on the pad. Had one comment asking like how much water do I use? It's basically just like that's it. Like a couple of sprays, maybe 2 to 3. I'll just hit like 1, 2. That's it. It's all the water. Don't have to like soak it down or nothing. But put that on. There we go. And one thing to note, you'll see how it's kind of like out there. I forgot, and sometimes I forget when I do the GameCube ones. The GameCube ones you actually want to put a little closer to the outside at 3 o'clock on the pad, because it doesn't touch as far in as you're used to with a DVD. So you want to make sure you like focus more on the outside of the pad. But other than that, that's the only thing to keep in mind. Same thing, 20 seconds. But yeah, you can hear it running good, running smooth. It's not cutting into the pad. One thing you'll find if you're using a thicker pad is that the GameCube games like to try to cut like right inside the pad, so it almost make like a little valley that it rides in the pad. You don't have that issue with these pads because they're about the same. They're really the exact same thickness as the JFJ pad. Let me see. Do I have a JFJ? I do. Here. There's a JFJ. This is the buffing pad they recommend. Let's see. Open one of these. These other ones, these are just the Rupees coarse one that we're using right now. And you can see that they are basically almost the exact same. I would say this one's probably like a tad bit thicker, but not enough to actually make a difference. And if you're wondering, the actual polish, the microfiber polishing pad, they are almost identical. So that's why I say you don't have to really worry about it much. We'll take this off real quick just to show you like where we stand. Same game. So you can see there, kind of got that good foundation we're looking for. Obviously, you can see the product around it. You can see some swirls because this is a coarse pad, so you're not going to get a good finish on it. That's not the point of that pad. The point of that pad is to get off the blemishes, get out the scratches, and give you a smooth surface to work with. And then you follow it up with a polish. So put that back on there. Take that off. We'll stick this pad on. Again, no follow-up compound or polish needed for this pad. Just hit the disc again with 2 spots of water, and then 10 seconds. Same thing here. You know, it's still running smooth, it's not shaking, the machine isn't walking. Let you know that you have good even contact on the pad. We'll take that up. Right. Grab my rag. Is there a paper inside of it? Like a tape. I don't know. Okay, I don't know how tape got on it, but whatever. How did tape get on that? I don't. It's odd. I guess a ghost is down here working when I'm not. Let's see. Boom. Okay, that should be good enough. Let's see. Yep, there we go. Okay, you can see got our Disney Party disc. And there you go. Oh, dang it. Well, it was a good disc, I guess, until I did, until I did that, right? Let's see, can I get the focus? Come on, focus. There you go. So you can see, way better than it was. So we'll put this one away. And follow-up disc will be this Beach Spikers. This one is definitely in worse condition than the than the Disney Party one. Let's see, so we got Beach Spikers, and you can see, yeah, this one is way worse. It's just full of scratches. I mean, I don't even know how this got that bad. You wouldn't think somebody would be playing Beach Spikers enough to even get anything on the disc itself, but I guess whoever had this disc really really enjoyed that game, I guess. Let's see, we'll move that, put our course pad back on. There we go. Set that down. Again, we'll do it on the outside, about that 3, possibly 4 o'clock spot. And then there we go, get some water on it, put it down, and 20 seconds. So after that, first thing is always you want to make sure that you got a good smooth surface. You want to make sure that you got out a lot of the damage that you've seen before you ran. If you didn't, you could always do another like 10-second follow-up, maybe a 20-second follow-up. But if that second run doesn't do it, then you probably want to move on and take a step back and go toward either a soft sand or maybe even possibly a coarse sand at that point. So we'll take this off, set that over here. There's still Beach Spikers. Let's see if we can get it to focus. We can. And you can see I'm not really seeing the scratches, but we're seeing the product and the swirling like we've seen on the other disc. So letting you know that we've probably got a good foundation to work with, and the only thing left to do is polish it out. So we'll put the disc back up, take our course pad out, put our roots pad back in. Same thing, hit your water, no more compound, no polish at all, nothing needed. Get you some water, and 10 seconds. So, not a lot to it. I mean, you can really run through these. If you had 2 machines, kind of like I do for the DVDs, I mean, it would be even faster. I'm probably spending more time switching the pads out than I am doing anything else. But, let's see. I'll grab a different one. I don't know why that one has tape in it. Let's see. Grab that. Oop. Make sure we don't get up. Make sure we don't got any on the sides. Sometimes product will sneak around the side. Boom. There we go. Get it to focus. And boom. So you can see, we have like a little bit of stuff there. I mean, it's not mirror perfect, but obviously you guys remember what the disc looked like. We're talking 20 seconds to 10 seconds, and that's the results. So one thing I'll always say is, you know, don't let perfect be the enemy of really good. As bad as that disc was, you probably would never get it back to 100%, but getting it like where it is right now, which is easily 95% of what that disc was brand new, it's kind of where I aim for. 90 to 95. If I can get it there, especially on a bad disc, then I'm good. That's where I stop at. There's no point of trying to go further because the juice really isn't worth the squeeze at that point. But yeah, I mean, as you can see, that will be a disc that a lot of times you look at and think maybe you should sand it just because it was just covered in scratches. Like every inch of that disc was full of scratches. So, but I think just for a pad or for a buff polish combo, you can't really ask for better results than that. If you really wanted to get like really, what's the word, like ornery or whatever with it, uh, you could always ran it back through the cycle again. You literally could have put it back on, did a 10-second with the course, hit it with another 10-second polish, and you probably would have got rid of like those little teeny marks that was still left, those little teeny specks. It also could have been just me not wiping it good enough. Sometimes a lack of like a good clean wipe can make it look like there's something there, like on the disc, and you really just need to kind of wipe it away. But just something to keep in mind. Didn't have a whole lot of time to shoot this video, so if you're wondering like why I feel like I'm rushing, that's why. But I wanted to get this one out. Does a great job for the GameCube game. So if anybody was out there wondering, you know, they're good for both. They're good for both. But as always, thank you guys for supporting the channel, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.